From the moment we are born, we are taught certain ideas about money. It's a subject we all encounter, yet rarely do we question its true nature. For most of us, our views on wealth are influenced by our upbringing, our society, and the media. Hollywood and television have long painted wealthy individuals as villains, greedy, corrupt, or ruthless. But is that the reality, or is it just a convenient stereotype? Our early life experiences shape how we see money. If you grew up in poverty, it's easy to feel like financial success is something far beyond reach, a privilege for a select few. On the other hand, some people, driven by a fear of returning to that state, dedicate their entire lives to accumulating wealth. But here's a question worth pondering. Could it be that both views are equally flawed? In capitalist societies, money isn't distributed randomly. At its core, wealth is tied to something fundamental: perceived value. The cleaner, the accountant, the engineer, they all earn vastly different salaries because society places different levels of value on what they do. Consider this. A cleaner performs an essential job, but one that doesn't require specialized skills. As a result, they are easily replaceable. An accountant, however, spends years learning the intricacies of tax laws and financial systems, saving businesses thousands, sometimes millions of dollars. The value society places on their role is far greater, and so they are paid more. But even the accountant's wealth is limited by a single factor: time. The harsh truth is, if you work a traditional job, your income is bound to your time. You can only work so many hours in a day, and after decades of hard work, only then might you enjoy the fruits of your labor. But for some, that's too late. So how do we explain the rise of young millionaires and billionaires like Elon Musk and Jeff Bezos, who seem to have cracked the code of wealth at such a young age? The secret lies in a simple yet often overlooked equation. Wealth is a byproduct of solving problems. Every dollar ever earned, every fortune ever built, exists because it solved a problem. The bigger the problem, the greater the reward. If you solve a $1 million problem, you'll make millions. Solve a $1 billion problem, and you'll make billions. But here's the catch. Most of us have been chasing the wrong thing. We've been chasing money when we should have been chasing problems. Elon Musk didn't become a billionaire because he wanted to be rich. He focused on a problem that others deemed unsolvable: transitioning the world to sustainable energy and space exploration. Jeff Bezos didn't chase money. He wanted to make the world's largest online marketplace. And Steve Jobs? He wanted to put the power of technology in the hands of ordinary people. So, here's the key takeaway. Stop chasing money. Instead, identify the problems around you, and more importantly, focus on solutions. Because once you solve a significant problem, money will inevitably follow. But there's something deeper at play. Most of us carry false beliefs about money. Maybe you believe that you're destined to struggle financially, or that wealth is something reserved for the lucky few. But remember this: those beliefs are shaped by your environment, not by the reality of how wealth is built. Money, at its core, is just a tool that responds to the value you create. The cleaner who believes they can never be rich, they've accepted a limited view of their potential. But the entrepreneur who sees a gap in the market and seizes it, they understand that wealth is simply the result of solving problems. The more valuable the solution, the more wealth follows. This is the untold truth about wealth. Anyone, regardless of where they start, can build it. But you need to understand the equation. You are paid in proportion to the value you provide. Solve a bigger problem, offer a more valuable solution, and the money will follow. At the end of the day, the equation to wealth is simple, but the challenge lies in changing your mindset. Money isn't evil. Wealth isn't just for the lucky. And financial freedom isn't a dream, it's a consequence of value creation. If you've been chasing money, stop. Instead, turn your attention to the problems you can solve, the value you can provide, because that's where true wealth is found. The truth about money isn't taught in schools, but it's out there, waiting for those willing to see the world differently. Now the question is, what problem will you solve?